maybe I could come. No.
Especially not.
Feel that.
Paranoia some people have.
I mean, we aren't anarchists. We just came here, it's America,
I mean, God forbid, bro. God forbid. We aren't anarchists. Like, don't worry. We're not socialists or nothing. Don't worry about it. Look at how polite he is, by the way. He's forming the local teens into a gang. Yeah. They're making a pro-black gang against our anti-black gang. It's fucked up.
First Amendment, freedom of speech and everything like that.
Actually, I don't believe in that, because if you have someone who can lose their job and their ability to support their family that they love, where they might have been brave enough to speak up, they won't put their children and their wife at risk.
So do you feel like here...
Bro, this is a wild fucking take when you consider what he's talking about. Like, he's saying he doesn't believe in free speech. How can you have free speech when, like, telling the truth can impact your loved ones, and that will stop you? But, like, obviously, instead of the solution being, like, abolishing at-will employment, like the right to work states or anything like that, or fucking building unions, and it's voting for the Republicans who created this system, but also the fundamental reason behind what he's talking about is like the truth, the bravery that he is mentioning here is literally the brave truths that he's mentioning here that he's like too afraid to say is about being racist. What the fuck?
The truth is spoken?
I would say as much as can be.
From the videos I've seen online and stuff like that, I'm sure you've seen them.
Yeah.
I was expecting to just like,
or maybe he's not. Maybe he's not racist. We'll see.
Foot into town and then called the N-word, but...
If you can make you feel better, I'll try it for you.
Oh, man. I just kept on hearing people, they were like, nah, the racists aren't in Harrison, they're over in Zinc. And then they were talking about how like they like kind of kicked you guys out of Harrison.
No white person, for the most part, moves to seek out diversity. They'll give lip service to it and move as far away as possible from it. Put up gated communities, spend their money.
Me personally, like I agree to a certain extent and stuff like that, As black people, we look out for each other, So,
What?
People say black power, they look out for black businesses and stuff like that.
I'm not a segregationist, I'm a separationist.
What is going on? Bro, he's a separationist, not a segregationist. Dude, what was the fucking point of segregation, idiot? It was separate but equal. You just repeated the same thing. Like, people during segregation were just saying that. That was what they were saying. They were saying like, oh, separate but equal, brother. What the fuck do you mean? There is no distinction there, dude. What the fuck? He's like, I don't want segregation. I just don't want to even see or think about a black person. I'm not racist. I just don't like black people. States' rights. My man should have moved to Portland. Like, he should have moved to Oregon, dude. That's literally the foundational principle of Oregon as a state, is literally they hated they hated black people so much they were anti-slavery, okay? Because slavery implied that there would be black people around. Like, they literally were just like, no, we don't even want slavery because we want to be away from black people that badly.
White countries are expected to become melting pots of humanity. And that's my stance. I oppose white genocide.
Dude, the funniest part is, like, ask this motherfucker, like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? If you don't want it to be a fucking melting pot, which, by the way, why is that bad? Obviously. But if you don't want it to be a fucking melting pot, like, then don't colonize, motherfucker. And even then, it's like, we got to do that, obviously. It's like, talking about white genocide. Oh, my God, this is awesome. Woo! Brother, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. You want to know the immediate consequences of not having a melting pot, brother, okay? Look at this man's chin, okay? Homies are out here inbreeding harder than fucking pugs, okay? To have the exact same kind of genetic disorders And then talking about how like we need to maintain white purity, brother. What the fuck do you mean maintain white purity, brother? Look at this. This is white purity. That's what happens when you keep systematically fucking your sister and cousin. Jesus, Lord mercy, dude. Look at this. Like barely looks human. What did M. Hud say? He's so racist he heard Chin was a Chinese name and got rid of it. Oh my God. Okay, dude.
Become melting pots of humanity. And that's my stance. I oppose white genocide.
I'm not here to change anybody's mind or nothing.
He said, I oppose white genocide. For the record, this is why I make white genocide jokes all the time, because it's fake. And if you believe in white genocide, you are as racist as this dumbass, because whiteness is a concept built around exclusion and purity for the in-group that is the powerful group, okay? The one that has power. So just always remember that, like, the only way to stop white genocide in his mind is to stop race mixing, okay? That's what their advocacy revolves around. Stop immigration from black and brown countries